So we're now going to unbox the X-Winder 2. The box comes in a length of 24 inches by 12 by 3 inches in depth. It weighs approximately 30 pounds. Notice the indication opened this end up. So I'm going to begin by cutting down the slit. It's just a lot easier when the box is opened in this manner. Okay, so we're opening up the box. We've got the assembly and sub-assembly plans on the top. I'll set those to the side. So just a quick inventory of the parts. We've got some USB cables, the main stepper motor for the mandrel, the carriage stepper motor, the electronics box. This is the clamp down plate, the resin baths with the integral roller and roller supports. Those are the mandrel slides. The other resin bath, the delivery head. This is a Velcro strap. Note here in the corner of the box, we've got, these are the PVC rollers. There are 5 of them. They'll go at the bottom of the resin baths and also on the rollers themselves. 18 feet of the L-size belt. That's a 1/2 inch in width, 3/8 pitch on those teeth. Notice we have the 3 gears, 2 for the carriage and 1 for the mandrel. Notice that the other mandrel drive is here. Let me see if I can pull that out. That's got 16 teeth. This will be the most important instrument, of course, is the hex key that you'll use to put most of the contents together. Let's pull out the plates and the mandrel plates, all sort of pancaked in a packaging. We've got all the particular plates and sub-assemblies there. More USB cables. We've got a USB hub. Of course, the power supply, and we'll gently pull that out. This is 24 volt 2 amp power supply. Notice all of the aluminum extrusions around the perimeter. That's for the reel holder. Let's look very briefly at the so these are all basically the nuts and bolts. This is the reel holder. We'll keep all of those together. They fit nicely packaged in there. More of the same nuts and bolts. We'll talk about the inventory in a second. Other aluminum plates. I'm going to open that with the blade, and we'll have a look in there. So you've got a bunch of the different plates. These are for the frame parts, and we'll see how the frame fits together. So here are the frame assembly instructions. Of course, those plates are each of these plates and so forth. So there's additional plates that we'll be looking at. So let's look at the electronics control box, and we'll pull that out. Notice we've got Molex connectors on each side, the 3 buttons, of course. For the stepper motors, they are terminated with a male Molex connector. Of course, the larger motor is the mandrel drive, and it will plug in there. And the stepper motor for the carriage is the smaller motor, and of course that will connect here to this particular Molex connector. Now you can open up and have a look in there. There's 3 control boards that are 1 for each of the stepper motors and 1 for the general control of the system, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. You've got 9 of the feet. These of course are the rubber feet for the frame. Now the frame parts themselves, let's just talk about all of the aluminum extrusions for the frame, and we'll gently set them down. I'll show you, let me set this over here just for a second. So on the parts, so with the assembly instructions, all of the aluminum extrusions are identified. For instance, this is the right crossbar, the left crossbar for the left carriage post assembly. For the left mandrel post assembly, you'll see this is a 2x1 inch, and I think they are over here. So you can identify each of the aluminum extrusions by the drilling pattern. This would be the left and right mandrel posts, left and right carriage posts. Then we have a variety of other aluminum extrusions in there. They actually make for quite a sturdy box with all of the aluminum extrusions around the perimeter. These are for the carriage itself. So there you have it, an unboxing video for the X-Winder Model 2. About 30-pound box, 24 inches in length, 12 inches in width, 3 inches in depth. Everything fits in there. There are no long bars, as we just talked very briefly about the long bars. So the long bars, of course, when you look at the frame and the frame assembly, what we recommend for the long bars are 1x3 inch front long bar and two 1x3 inch rear long bars, or you could alternately use metric dimensions, 25x75 or 30x90, and these plans and assembly diagrams are all available for download from the X-Winder site.